Alright, now, here we are on Proposal 2 of 3 under Federal Administrative Proposals. I titled this Federal Voter Eligibility, and this deals with a tedious little issue which is being fought in the courts at the federal and state level. And this has to do with voter eligibility for felons. Okay? Now, I've talked to various people about this. I've talked to lots of people about a lot of this. And some people really have a problem with this because what the issue is, federal and states, okay, the federal government and states have an issue with letting convicted felons, right, return to society and be able to vote in federal or state elections. Now, and I guess the biggest problem that I've heard come out of people about this, because I guess what I'm doing is say the problem first, is they say, well, some of these people are felons and they've committed very heinous acts of murder and or terrible assault, just done some terrible things to other people, and why should they ever be allowed to vote again? Well, I can understand that in theory. I understand people, they're upset about that. But, it's just cause and effect. It's like, somebody commits a terrible crime. They go through our somewhat ridiculous court system, and they're convicted. And they are assigned a penalty, and they spend X number of years in prison, which is not a good time, federal or state. Federal's a whole lot easier. But they serve their number of years, and they come out and they're on probation, and they serve their probation, and then they have served their prescribed debt to society for whatever it was. So if we really want them to become, incorporated back into the public, right, then they should be able to have the right to vote. So this little proposal will, across the board, that anybody that's convicted of any crime, any type of crime, comes out, make it, and they've cleared out their sentence, a number of years or whatever, and they've cleared their probation period, then they will once again be able to vote in federal elections. I believe the same thing should be done at the state level, but I'm not worried about the state level here right now. I don't know that we can just write a law that says that also has to be allowed to vote in state elections. And again, this is another way that parties, particularly Republicans, I will point at Republicans again. Remember, I'm an independent. I make fun of both of them. But Republicans have got to own some of their attitudes. They say, well, it's just another way that we can suppress some voters. Why should we let those people vote? That's why they do it. It's just very simple. All right, that's really all there is to say on that. I'm going to move on to something else. And we'll be back with you in another video. Take care, and thanks a lot.